So just a bit of an update on progress on this for those that are interested. Not many I know, but no progress for the boots. I'm still stuck on the sofa, which is ideal for getting this kind of stuff done. I modified He-Man's hand just so he can hold his sword upright like he did in the cartoon, although he was stood in the cartoon, not on Battle Cat at the time. But I just kind of figured it looked better than having the sword angled. If you look really closely, his wrist does look a little bit odd, but it's nothing that a human couldn't actually do, so it's not that bad. But apart from doing the oak door, and I got these two stones here, I just want to add a little bit more shading too because they look a little bit light. It comes out lighter on camera than it is in real life. In real life this is actually a couple of shades darker. But yeah, you can call that one done. And then I've started on snake mounting. So this is, if you know anything about airbrushing, it goes on super fine layers. It takes forever. You have to literally start light and add dark. So I put on, you can't really see it on camera, but I've added about 6 different variations of purple as the background. That's primer, that's primer, and that's primer, and this is add shot of grey over it just to give it some base. But I've started adding some detailing, and again you can't really see it, but there's some blues and purples in there, and this will get built up layer by layer. Same with the steps, keep adding some layers. I've got the bridge missing, so I've got plans to make a custom bridge, and by the time I've finished this should hopefully look same kind of level as that. I had to buy the gate because I had the gate missing, and if you know anything about Snake Mountain and He-Man stuff, odd bits are ridiculous money. But I did have the snake and I had the wolf. So the wolf has had some, you can kind of see on there, I put a grey base down first and then started with a brown. So I'm just coming in and just adding, and again it's just layers, layers, layers. So there's a fair bit of work in this. And the snake had a acrylic green painted on by brush, which I was never really that happy with. But I've started to add some detail, so I've started coming in with some yellow just to add some shading underneath. And again, this is going to get some detail work on top. So what I normally do is just pick a piece, and then it takes a couple of hours for each piece to dry. So I'll work on rotation. So I'll do a bit on this piece. Then I'll do a bit on this piece, then I'll do a bit on that, and then I'll do a bit on the wolf. The wolf was, if any of you remember, was actually a microphone originally, and there was a cord in the bottom which is broken. So this is actually going to get displayed. I'm going to make some kind of mount so it just sits up a little bit, just so you can see, just so he's not sat. That's how he sat originally, but I want him to just sit up a little bit. And then Skeletor has had a paint job, although you can't really see, but some detail to his muscles. And I've started painting the ram. This is going to get made to look more like it's bone. And he came with red eyes, and I've started to darken them out. Again, I'm probably going to modify Skeletor's head just so he can angle his head more upright. So his head will come back, and so he's laughing upwards like he was in the cartoon. And this is all really because it's one of the things I wanted to do, and I'm stuck on the couch. I can't really do much. I've been told to keep my weight off of it, not walk around much, do as little as I can, kind of thing. So I'm stuck to the sofa. I'm using 6 colours. That's it: black, white, red, blue, green, yellow. That's all I'm using. And so everything I've made is a mixture of those. And for me, it's really fun. It's relaxing, and it's good fun mixing the colours and seeing what I come up with. And airbrushing, if you put it on fine enough, mistakes happen really slowly, and you can change stuff as you go along. So yeah, that one, apart from the oak door, which I can't really do seated. I might have a go later, but I don't really think I can pull that off being seated. I've got the oak for it. I just need to make the door shape, and then it's going to get distressed and stained really dark, just so it looks right. But it will be real wood. And then I'm going to make a bridge for this at the end. There were a pair of chains up here that you could originally chain a figure up there, but I'm not going to bother with that. The only way a figure stays on there if it is chained. So I don't plan on having a collection of figures. I may add there's 4 that I really want to add, but that might not happen. I just see how I go in time. But the plan always was these two, and the Skeletor's cat I need to get, and then make a display case and then start on the other stuff I want. So yeah, you can see Snake Mountain looks a lot different to how it come shipped from the factory. I did watch a documentary in Castle Grayskull. They were printed in this light green colour, and they literally were given 2 cans of spray paint, one like a really bright green and one black, and every single Castle Grayskull was sprayed just a stripe on a stripe, and every single one was done by hand by different people, and every single one was different. And some people love how the original looks as they come from the factory, but personally I much prefer what I've got now. Detail in the rock, you say the bricks are all shaded, you can't really see it as well on camera as you can in real life, but yeah, it's a hell of, let's put 10 hours work on this, shading the bricks, giving it some depth. You know, same with the windowsills, the timber windowsills and the tiled roof. And I say the colours are not accurate to the cartoon, but hey, who cares? I don't. Oh, and there's the original Battle Cat there.